Mic check, mic check. What's going on, world? You already know it's your boy Sauce Brady, and I'd like to welcome y'all back to the 13th episode of season 4 of the Roll Up Podcast. As always, I'd like to thank every one of you for y'all continuous support. I really appreciate all the likes, comments, and shares that y'all doing on social media because it's really helping pushing the campaign forward. If you haven't done so already, I would like to extend the invitation to follow the campaign via social media. You can follow me on Instagram and Threads at The Roll Up Podcast. Make sure you check out the SauceBradyExperience.com. That's the official hub of the Roll Up Podcast. So everything that I got going on right now, you'll be able to find it in one place. Again, I'm always keep reminding y'all because this book is going to be around for eternity. So if you haven't done so already, my first book titled Here's the Truth is available on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. And my second book titled You Deserve Better is on the way. Would like to encourage again that y'all like, comment, and subscribe to the podcast via Spotify. The next 45 people that subscribe to the podcast will receive a 30% discount to the Sauce Factory, and you will also receive a free PDF version of my book, Here's the Truth. So y'all already know I like to just jump right into the topic at hand, and today's quote is by Dalai Lama the 14th, and the quote reads, "Love and compassion are necessities, not luxuries. Without them, humanity cannot survive." It seems like everyday news now, from mistreatment of the families at the borders to the mass shootings that seem to happen on the regular. Our country is desperately crying for help. It seems as if there's a mass plague of ignorance that is being spread to the masses via the mainstream media, and it is fueling the fire of hatred in this country. To make matters worse, the one person who has the ability to influence the masses for the better has done little to nothing to help extinguish the fire. Every day, there are narratives being pushed to separate us from who we were created to be. But because those narratives have been passed down through the generations, we seem to be moving backwards in history. Those same narratives have also created a distraction so well that we have completely revolutionized procrastination and put the future of our lives and dreams at risk. The only way true change can happen in the United States are these two things. That's love and compassion. Those two words alone can clean up homelessness on the streets. It can make employment rates rise and provide a healthy environment for our children to develop. Along with those two words, the collective energy of our world will change and instantly become a better place. Love is an action word that can change someone's life. Love can help a friend persevere through a hard time. Love can keep a kid off the streets and away from drugs. And being considerate of someone else's feelings isn't a sign of weakness, it is a sign of leadership. When we keep the next person in mind while carrying about through our life, it can dramatically change how we view our life. And in my opinion, to show love to someone is the equivalent of expressing gratitude. With this gratitude comes a new source of optimism that can make the half empty glass become half full. If we came together as a country and became grateful for the freedoms we have, we will be more grateful for the person sitting beside us. If we stop with the elementary school nitpicking of racism, our neighborhoods might actually clean up for a change. Our school programs would improve because the focus would no longer be on the budget, but it will focus on nurturing the young minds. Once we learn to love thy neighbor as we love ourselves, we will be able to exhibit true compassion for one another. And by compassion, I mean putting yourself in someone else's shoes and wondering how you would want to be treated and acted to that feeling. Our hearts will be warm with positivity, and we will take pride in offering true help to those in need. Humanity will be restored because the energy around the world will shift. We should really take a look at what's going on around us right now. I could ramble on and on about my conspiracies on gun control, influence on the media, and whatnot. But the truth is, without showing love or compassion to our neighbors, we will continue to be running tirelessly on the treadmill, seeking progression only to be running in place. Despite those who neglect the power of positive thinking, It's time that we put our focus on making the world a better place. It's about finding our way of adding good into the world and constantly improving ourselves and others on the daily. If we came together and put our differences aside, we will be able to accomplish way more than any of those old hags that are in Congress right now. In this day and age, we have way too many tools to spread the word of positivity. We are never too high to see someone hurting and at least offer words of encouragement. When you think of other people instead of yourself, your blood pressure goes down, you start to regain quality of sleep, and surprisingly, by minding your own business, you get really clear skin. When you put out good energy always it always comes back around tenfold. So to all that listen to this episode in its entirety, whatever hatred it is you have in your heart, that energy is the same that can be transmuted into something positive. That prejudice you have towards your coworkers could easily turn into an expanded business plan. If you understand that like you, they have a family to provide for, you wouldn't doubt them for improvising. When you consider what it's like to be on the opposite side of the fence, it is then that true change can be made. And again, that concludes today's episode. Let's keep other people and their situation in mind before we cast judgment. Instead of constantly reminding them that they can be better, which they constantly replay in their mind 25/8, encourage them along their journey. Show them some love for who they are and be compassionate before we criticize and offer our 2 cents. You already know it's your boy, Sauce Brady. If you like what you heard, I encourage you to like, comment, and share it with a friend. You can follow me on Instagram and Threads at The Roll Up Podcast. Make sure you check out the SauceBradyExperience.com. That's the official hub of The Roll Up Podcast. Everything that I got in store, you'll find out there first. You already know it's your boy. Y'all stay blessed. Have a good one. Peace.